Great morning, great morning, great morning. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Super excited for today's word. Let me go on and go live on IG. Move some things around. Oh, let me turn on my do not disturb. Okay. And of course, share. Let me see if I can get my other phone out and share from there. Great morning, you guys. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Okay, let me share. Ooh, y'all, today is going to be real good. You're going to want to be in here. Not only do you want to be in here, you want to have your folks in here, okay? So let me go on and share. Great morning, great morning. Hey, Christina. How you all doing today? Hey, Andrea, how are you? Philly in the building? I love it. I love it. Hold on, y'all. Let me go on and shoot these out real quick. And we're going to get started. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, Linda, listen. Girl, I am absolutely amazing. After being up for over 24 hours, not quite 24 hours, but it was a long day yesterday. It was long. It was long. I was up almost 24 hours. Probably went to bed about almost 10. So it was close to 20. Probably I was up about 23 hours. I was up about 23 hours from the day before. And it was amazing. Got a lot done. Hey, Jason. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate that. Go. Share from my side of the bed. Why are you on my side, sir? Y'all, my husband is so amazing. So we moved the bed, and in a consultation I was told that I needed to sleep on a particular side of my body. So what my husband did was move the bed so that I could sleep on my side the way that was recommended, and he gave up his side. Who does that? Like, this man is so amazing. Like, baby, I appreciate you. So when I'm not in the bed, you can be on my side whenever you want to, okay? I'm just saying, okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get started this morning. I wanted you guys to know that I have been up that long, but got great sleep, baby. Ooh, thank you, Lord. Dreaming. Baby, I was dreaming. I was in the bed dreaming good dreams. I was dreaming, had visions of sugar plums dancing in my head, right? I'm telling you, baby, I slept good. Okay. And then when I woke up this morning, it was like 4:44. I laid in the bed for a minute because I was like, okay, I gotta get up. I know I need to get up, but let me just enjoy this moment right here. I got up a little after 5. And I normally go to the gym. I didn't go to the gym this morning. My back was kind of bothering me. And I knew because it was going to be later when I got out of the house that it was going to be late I was going to be super late getting on. It was going to take me a while to get to the gym. So I decided that what I would do is I would just use my app and I would get my workout in. And how about angel number 111? How about when I opened the app up, it opened up to back. That was the next exercise, was back. So it was perfectly aligned. And that's going to bless y'all when I go on a little further and talk about what I'm talking about today. Because, baby, you got to trust God in what's going on in your life, even when you don't understand it, when you don't see it, and when it doesn't make sense to you, okay? All right, y'all. But before we do that, I need my shot. Yes. So y'all know what we do. This is our Alive. Alive is a liquid superfood. It's a proprietary blend. I'm telling you, it has amazing effects. If it had not been for the Alive and these sprays, I would not have been able to be up and functional and joyful and productive almost 24 hours straight. I'm telling y'all, like it would not have happened. I would have crashed or somebody would have gotten cut or cussed out. One of the two. But baby, I relied on my calm. I had my calm that morning. I had my calm again in the afternoon just to keep me, keep me woosahing, okay? And so it really does help. Right now, we've got a special promotion where you can get a bottle of the Alive ABC, Applebee's Cherry, and the regular Alive Apple Cinnamon, and all 7 sprays for $100. Where they do that at? $100. Where they do that at? Okay? So I just want you all to know that you've got a unique opportunity to lock that $100 price a month in for you to get the products that you need to help with your health journey and your wholeness. So here we go, y'all. Shot. Everybody shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Brrr. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, ABC. 1, 2, 3. Alive. It's you and me. Mwah. So y'all know what we do. We shake it up, pour it up, drink it up. So let's go. Here's to trusting God's plan, even when you don't understand it. Cheers. My God. I just need a little. Pour my hubby up. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Okay. So, you've got to. Great morning, April. Hey, Lisa. Yes, Summerlin, those Alive ABC shots. Listen, I'm believing God for that in May. Yes. Hey, Jackie. Jason said that's what time I woke up. It's 4:44. Yeah. Y'all look at the number 444 and what it means. Angel number 444. Good morning, Summerlin. All right, so let's get started. You got to trust God's plan even when you don't understand it. We are not required to understand God's plan for it to work. I'm going to let that marinate right there. Angel number 122, we are not required to understand God's plan in order for his plan to work. What we are required to do is stay in the plan. Stay in the plan, y'all. Stay in the plan. It's easy to want to check out of the plan. It's easy to want to try to dictate the plan because we don't understand it, right? So we want to do what we understand, what makes sense to us, what's logical to us. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If you're waiting for God's plan to be logical to you, for you to follow it, you're going to miss the move of God. It's not going to be logical. Do you think it was logical to Noah to build an ark when it had never rained? And he's talking about rain, which was a foreign concept to them because they'd never had it. Do you think that was logical? Do you think it was logical to Abraham to take his son up to the mountaintop to sacrifice him on the altar? The son that God promised him and said that you will be a father of many nations. You think that was logical? It wasn't logical. God doesn't need our quote unquote logic in order for him to work. But you got to trust God's plan. Even when you don't understand it, when you can't see it, when you can't trace it, when you don't see how the dots are connecting, trust the plan. I'm going to give you an example of having to trust God's plan. First of all, let me look at this number 122. Angel number 122. Angel number 122 is a significant message encouraging manifestation of your goals and aspirations. It's like a signal to move forward, move forward, move forward with manifesting what you desire and pursuing your dreams. This number signifies your inherent ability to shape your own reality and bring about the future you envision. It represents balance, stability, and harmony. It suggests that your hard work and dedication will pay off. You'll achieve success in various areas of your life. Come on, somebody. It means remain centered and let go of certainty. You having to understand it, right? You having to get it, it being logical to you. Come on. It's a sign, a powerful sign, that you are to step out of your comfort zone and take new directions and or begin new projects and ventures. Come on, y'all. How many signs do you need, right? So listen. Hey, Jessica, how you doing, sis? So listen. When I tell you, last night, well, first of all, listen, I told y'all I have been up all them hours, okay? And I had to go to Pensacola to pick my sister up, Dr. Samantha Phillips, my sister business partner. Listen, that's my girl. Had to pick her up because she was coming into town to do an event for us. Now, listen, let me say this. We didn't know how many people were going to be at the event. We did not know. We did not know. And if I am being honest with myself and honest with you, I did not invite all the people I should have invited. Angel number 133. And that's on me. You understand? I got to assume full responsibility for that. So I'm like, Lord, please let some people be here. Lord, just let this be productive for her. Let it not be that she wasted her time. Although I definitely wanted to see her and was excited for her to come to the crib and spend the night with us. I also wanted it to be productive business-wise, right? Angel number 133, a powerful number for manifesting your goals, dreams, and desires. By sending you 133, your guardian angel is telling you that having a positive mindset helps attract prosperity and abundance into your life. Come on, y'all. Listen, I want y'all to pay attention to the story. I'm getting ready to tell. I'm telling the story, right? Signifies spiritual growth and enlightenment. It is a message from the divine that you're in the right path to attain spiritual ascension. You got to grow, y'all. We got to grow spiritually. So here we are. I go to the meeting. I get to the meeting and my other sister says, there's a woman waiting. She's been here since about 6 o'clock. The meeting started at 7. Okay, she had been there since 6, right? With her 4 children. Now, she was not my guest. She was not my personal guest. She was April's guest. April invited her, and I said, okay, April got a guest. Okay, great. Now, listen, let me tell y'all this. I'm like, okay, God, the people that were supposed to come for us were not able to make it, right? They didn't make it. So I'm like, okay, but you know what? I'm a firm believer in this, right? You do with one the same that you would do with 100. You understand? If you operate in your life with the level of intentionality and determination, where one person, because guess what? It only takes one person to change everything about your life. An encounter with one person. It's all you need to change your entire life and the trajectory of your life. One person. You don't know who they're connected to. You don't know what that person is going to do. You don't know what their role is going to be in your life. So you don't treat one person like they're somehow less than, or you give it less than you would give if it was 10 or 100. Okay? Now, y'all, when you get this principle, listen to me. When you get this principle, then it doesn't matter how many people are in the room. You're always going to give your best. Okay? So She had the 4 babies. Baby, them babies are so smart and they were so sweet. But they're children. They've been waiting since 6 o'clock in the car. So the children are restless. All right. Look, I'm a mother of 7. I know what it is like to have children in a place for an extended period of time. Baby, all I can do is love on these babies because she didn't let, like so many people would have, her having the children and not having a babysitter prevent her from coming. There was something that she wanted so badly that she was determined to get it, even if she had to bring the kid. And they got dressed up. And I said, girl, you better show up, okay? You all, we got to stop making excuses and do what it is that we feel unctioned to do by the Spirit of God, even when we don't understand it. Do what we need to do when God says, okay, do this, do it, even if it doesn't look like it's going to produce. So let me tell you, we pull up, the parking lot is full because there's another community meeting that's happening on the other side in the building, right? So, we have our space, they're in the other space, right? And every now and then the pastor would say, and then she would say, oh, this person, this is what they're dealing with. Here, I'm giving out samples of the product. So even though, listen to me, my husband and I didn't have a single personal guest, we ended up connecting with about 7 to 8 people with these products because we still went on. We didn't say, oh, well, it's canceled because we only got one person. No. And that one person was important. And she got what she needed. The kids were enjoying themselves. I'm telling you, relationships being built. See, we want everything to be about numbers. Everything is about numbers. Well, numbers are important, but the number 1 is a very significant number. It's a very significant number. So stop acting like 1 don't matter. 1 is not significant. 1 doesn't, come on now, y'all. No. Listen, I remember pastoring and being in a physical building and not knowing if anybody was going to come. But if it was just me in there and I was just going to be talking to the chairs, I was going to declare God's word like it was a packed house. Because we've got to get in the habit of seeing the future before the future shows up. If you can't see it before you see it, you'll never see it. Come on, baby. 1 is the beginning. 1 is the beginning. Listen, we did the presentation, ended up connecting with people, giving out samples. Today I follow up with people. I told them what to do, how to do it, how to use the product. And I'm excited to hear their results because you don't know who's in your midst. And this is the other thing. I knew there was going to be another meeting going on. I also know that we're a little loud, so I knew they probably would hear some stuff, right? But listen, that you got to understand that all of that works together. So you got to do what you do. If it's just you, like it's a packed room. If it's just 1, like it's a packed room. Angel number 133. You gotta see it before it shows up. So meeting went great. It went great. I'm telling you, it was great. I felt so much better, right? I felt so much better because it wasn't, I didn't have to feel like business-wise, her trip to Panama City was in vain. And when you understand that a lot of times more can be done with small groups than with a large group. And I'm not saying that, you don't need to invite people. You don't need to get the word out. You absolutely do. But I believe that God was very intentional because I believe that he wanted that young woman to get what she needed without feeling like she was disturbing anyone else with her children's presence. And I believe that sometimes God will set you up because you are so special that he wants to make sure that you get what you need, or someone else is so special that he wants to make sure that they get what they need without the presence of a lot of other people, Yes, April, they are sweet. Hey, cousin, how are you? So meeting went great. We came home. My husband had cooked. Y'all know my husband loves to feed people, which is why I got all the thickness that I've got right now because he loves to feed people. Okay. So my husband had cooked. The food was amazing, baby. But I ate and I was done. Do you hear me? I was done. I'd been up as long as I could be up. I was like, listen, I love y'all, but I'm here to go to bed. I'm here to go take this dreaming and knock out. Okay. I turned the TV on. I don't even know if I ever put it on anything, honey, because I had taken my dreaming and I laid down and I went to sleep and slept like a baby. Good, girl. Good. I'm so glad. So now, this morning I wake up, I continue my day and my journey. Now, why am I sharing you with this with you? Because it did not necessarily make sense. It did not necessarily make sense in the numbers, but it made sense in God. It did not necessarily make sense, or it wasn't necessarily logical in our rational mind. But God's math is not our math. His math is not our math. And when we stop trying to let our math dictate what happens, then you're going to see a difference in your life. So we could have spent our time. My husband came later. His back had been bothering him really bad, and y'all know, listen, this is why I have to take my calm, baby. Y'all know, anytime I'm doing something, there's an event or something, my nerves can get a little, okay, what we doing? When you coming? What's going on? I just need to know, okay? And my husband has to recognize, and he would just be like, okay, she about to be on one. Let me go on and go back in the room, because listen, what I'm not going to do is be battling with this lady today. But we made it through. Honey. I had to breathe. He had to breathe. We made it through. Had a great event. Everything went well. And God was pleased and he was glorified. If we will focus more on pleasing God and glorifying God than we do on pleasing people, then we'll be less concerned about what people think about what we do, how people feel. And I'm not saying ignore people and just walk all over them. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we're so concerned about what people are going to think that we don't value what God thinks. We don't value what God is doing. I would rather please God and have people mad at me than to please people and have God mad at me. You got to trust God's plan even when you don't understand it. So, we've got a lot going on in the month of April. And so as I'm thinking about the month, I'm like, okay, I got to get the mic drop stuff out. I got to get the mic stuff together. And I told you guys earlier in the week and last week that I was going to do the mic drop masterclass, and I was like, Lord, let me do this morning. So this morning, because I didn't go to the gym, I had a little more time to make sure that link was set up so that you guys could register for the mic drop masterclass. I had to figure out when I was doing it because I travel next week to Tampa. I'm going to be speaking on the 19th at Legacy Church for Apostle Tammy Robinson, my other sister's anniversary. I got, the next week I'll be back in Tampa because we've got another event I'm going to be speaking it is, oh my goodness, what is the name of the event? That's crazy. Anyway, it's for entrepreneurs. So I'm going to be speaking to another group of people. They've got already 300 registrations, I think. Listen, I'm telling you, God is moving and setting things up. So why am I telling you this? Because you've got to understand that each piece of the puzzle is like a piece on a chessboard, not checkers. Good morning, brother. They got to go. Here he go. Hey, favorite cousin in Russellville. Hey, cousin. Yes, Jason. Yes. You too, Summerlin. Brother, listen, right. She's talking about poor Timothy Johnson. Yes. You already know, cousin. You already know. So I'm telling y'all this because God is doing something huge in your life. And I don't want you to miss it because it doesn't look like what you think it should look like. Or you don't see how it's going to all come together. Or it's not logical to you. You got to trust God's plan and know that his plan has purpose. There's always purpose in everything that God allows. Yes, he does, brother. There's always purpose in everything that God allows. And even when it doesn't look like or make sense, those are the times that God specializes in. He waits for those moments because when he does what he's going to do, it's going to blow everybody's mind. But you're not going to be able to take credit for it. And you're going to have to say, only God could have done that. Only God could have done that. Listen, it's a lot of angelic activity behind me. I don't know if y'all see all this angelic activity behind me, but it's a lot of angelic activity behind me, okay? And I was still intentionally, I was still, right? But all I could see was arms, wings moving in the back. Listen, it's a lot of angelic activity transpiring behind me. So when you guys hear me talk about these angel numbers, know that my angels are actively engaged around me, and know that your angels are actively engaged around you, and know that God is trying to communicate with you. And one of the ways he communicates with you is through his angels. His angels are designed to be his messengers, to bring us messages. And I need y'all to understand that this is not no hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, new age. This is God using all that he has created in this earth to communicate with us. And I know it messes people up when I start talking about the angel numbers, and they're trying to figure out, well, what does that mean? There's a lot of knowledge that has been hidden from the natural eye. There's a lot of knowledge that has been hidden because we don't know how to handle it, right? So it may freak you out when I use these angel numbers, but I promise you, every time I say an angel number, it aligns directly with what God is saying and serves as a confirmation of what God is speaking. See, this is not a thing where the angel number is trying to say something new. It's confirming what God has been speaking to your spirit. It is an additional confirmation because guess what? We need confirmation. We won't just accept God's word as his word, or we think, well, I don't know if that was really God. Angel number 444. You woke up at 444. What does that mean? What is angel number 444? Well, let's look at it because I want y'all to get this, because if you get this, it will allow you to move in your life differently. Why do I say it'll allow you to move differently? You will be able to understand the signs. You'll be able to understand the signs and what they mean, and then you'll be able to, okay, I am on the right track. Sometimes you need that, y'all, and you'll be able to go forward. So angel number 444, let's look it up, okay? Angel number 444 conveys a powerful message of love, support, and guidance from your angels. It serves as a reminder that you are on the right path and your angels are by your side. And if you watch when I'm doing my drive-by, you'll see my angels moving around behind me. You'll see shadows when I'm not moving. You'll see all kinds of activity. You'll be like, well, wait a minute, what is going on? It is not a demon. It is not demonic. It is literally my angels making their presence known, right? So that you can understand that my angels are with me. And guess what? Yours are with you. This is not unique to me. There are angels assigned to each of us, each of our lives, but we've got to be aware. And it is in the awareness that they now can really communicate with you, because now you're aware. When my angels get to moving around like that, I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I see you. I see you. It is a reminder, right? It's a reminder. Whoo. Angel number 444, and your angels are offering their unwavering support. The number 4 symbolizes stability, security, and a strong foundation. Angel number 444 is an affirmative sign from your angels that you're ready to progress and develop in your career. Listen, you're ready for it. You're ready. It's a divine sign that your guardian angels are watching over you and guiding you towards a path of clarity and decisiveness. Because I'm going to tell you what's killing a lot of you and what's preventing you from getting to your destiny. Your indecisiveness. You're double-minded. Today you're going to do it. Tomorrow you not. Today you believe. Tomorrow you don't. Today you ready to go get it. Tomorrow, oh, you got every excuse in the world why you can't go get it. I'm telling you, you don't have to understand God's plan to move in God's plan. You just have to trust God that he's not going to allow anything bad to happen to you, that he's going to take care of you. I'm telling you, I believe that no matter what's going on in my life, God is going to take care of me. I believe with every fiber of my being that everything that God has promised me is going to be fulfilled. I believe with everything in me that I will impact the lives of 1 billion people emotionally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I believe that I change the finances and the trajectory of people's lives by their encountering me. I believe that I am assigned to teach people how to believe in what God has deposited in them, how to declare it from their mouth, and then just what? Drop the mic. You don't have to keep arguing and debating with people. Do what God has called you to do and drop the freaking mic. My life is a mic drop. My life, my entire life, from my conception on through my entire life has been mic drop after mic drop after mic drop. Every time somebody said, you can't do this, baby, listen, I did it, and what? Drop the mic. I don't have to say, see, I did it. I ain't got to say nothing because my life is a mic drop. But in those moments when God allows me to put my testimony together and share the connection of the pieces and what God has done for me, you can't help but drop the mic because God did that thing right there. Do you hear me? God did that. I was willing. I was an active participant. I was willing to grow and am still willing to grow because life is about growth. It is about growth. It is about spiritual ascension. It's about becoming more like God. Yes, we were made in his image and his likeness. We should look like him, but we should also show up like him, operate in his characteristics. And I am not there yet. So I have to continually be willing to allow God to hold up the mirror to me, and show me. That I might submit to the changes and the transformation that he desires in my life so that I can fulfill my mission and my purpose. I still have millionaires to make. And I have my million to make. You understand? I'm on an assignment from God. I'm on an assignment to impact the lives of people and help them to be the version of them that they need to be to fulfill their destiny. That's why I'm a destiny fulfillment strategist. I help people identify, how do I go from where I am to my destiny? First of all, what is my destiny? I don't even know what my purpose is. And therein lies the challenge. Most people don't know what their purpose is. They definitely can't see their destiny, and they have little to no vision for their life. I have vision for my life because I know my purpose and I know that I am destined to do great things. Where that puts me at the end of my life, I don't know, but I plan on looking back on my life and feeling the joy and the fulfillment of having impacted the lives of other people. And while it's great to make millionaires and to make millions, multi-millions, I believe in that, make billions. Listen, I'm a billionaire, okay? Billionaire boss, okay? So while that's great and that's important, if you do not understand what that is to be used for, you miss the point. If you do not impact lives, you miss the point. When people come to my memorial service, because that's what it will be, because there will be no body, okay? When people come to my memorial service, I want them to say, not, oh, she made billions of dollars. Oh, she made tons of millionaires. Let me tell you that. She made hundreds of millionaires. She made thousands of millionaires. That's great. I want them to say, she always made me feel like I could do anything. When I doubted myself, she was an encouraging voice in my ear. When I hit those tough moments and I had to look at myself and make a decision to change me so that I could get to my destiny, she reminded me that I could do it because she did it. I want them to say, I was down and she gave me a hug, and that hug helped to encourage me. I felt renewed. I felt like I could run on and see what the end was going to be. You see, I know what it's like to be that mother with small children. I know what it's like to have to take your children with you. I know what it's like to feel like you're caught in a never-ending loop of the mundane and the hopelessness. I know what that's like. So when I meet people, my goal, my desire, my mission is to help them to regain their hope, fortify their hope and their determination to go on and do what they got to do to change their life. So when I get tired, God will allow something to happen to just remind me of the impact that I have on people's life. So I won't quit. Though I'm tired, I'll keep going because I can't quit. I can't stop. There are people waiting for me to get to destiny, right? They're waiting for me to get to this place so that they can get to the place that they're going and they can see what's possible. I have to make that first million because that's going to be the breakthrough that lets other people know that they can do it because they saw me do it. They saw where I started from. Oh, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get this thing. This thing is bigger than me and it's bigger than you. It's bigger than just wanting to make money or wanting to just help people. It's about showing God strong and mighty in the earth realm. It's about being a living sacrifice and a living witness of what God is able to do. You see, I can't afford to be caught up in my pride when it comes to my marriage because our marriage is designed to be an example to other people and to give people hope. It's designed to be an example to others and to give people hope. So I'll never come on here trying to make you think that we've got the perfect marriage and everything is all hunky-dory and rosy all the time. But what I will do is I will show you God working on me in this process. I will show you God working on me. I will show you God revealing me to me. I will show you God shifting me and changing me. And my prayer is that when you see those things, that you will know if God can do that in me, he can do it in anybody. Because people who know me know what my personality is. They know how strong my personality is. They know how strong my determination and my conviction is. They know how strong I've stood on some things. So when people begin to see me shifting and changing, it's God molding me. It ain't me putting on no show because I don't care nothing about what nobody think, okay? It's not me trying to impress people. Again, listen, I love y'all, but what you got going on in your house don't dictate what go on in mine, okay? But what I do want you to see, what I do want you to understand is that you cannot think that you just got it all figured out and God ain't gonna do no work on you. When I wanted God to work on my husband, he said, no, ma'am, I'm finna work on you. You worry about you. You get you together. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. You worry about you. You get you together. Okay? Do that. That's going to take plenty of your energy, ma'am, because you got a lot to get together. I'm like, clutching my pearls. God, I know you didn't. I know. Yeah, I said what I said. See, that's how God talks to me. That's the relationship that we have. And I'm going to tell you something. This is why you need to understand. Y'all, if you get this, this will transform your life. There are people who need your story and your testimony. There are people who need you to win because you're the key to them knowing that they can win. There are people waiting on you to win. There are people waiting for you to give your testimony and tell your story and tell how God brought you through some stuff. But in your pride, you don't want to share nothing with nobody. You don't want nobody to know what you went through. But your story is important. Your story is important. You got to be able to articulate your story. Just like Christ's entire life was a message, and so is ours. But we don't want we want people to get the glorified, prettified, that version of our life. But they need to know how you've done what you've done, how you made a decision to live. But there was a time when you were at the point where you wanted to give up. They need to know that because that's where they are right now. See, they want to give up. They want to quit because it's hard right now. They don't see how they're going to get out on the other side. Can anybody relate to that? I remember that. I remember being in that place where I felt like, God, there's no way I'm going to be able to get out of this. I don't even know what to do. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, but I don't see a way out. I don't see a way out. Maybe it's always been clear for you. Maybe it's always been a golden road for you. Maybe your life has always been mapped out perfectly. Everything went the way that you thought it was going to go. Maybe that's your story. It ain't mine. It's not my story. Even with my degrees, my education, the success that I've had in my career, I always had a struggle in my personal life, in my relationships, and feeling like I was worthy. That was my struggle. I didn't believe that I deserved certain things in my life. How can I deserve this? How can I deserve this? My daddy always found something wrong with me. My mama didn't raise me. She didn't choose me. See, these are the messages that we get, that we hold on to, that keep us from really being able to move forward. The majority of my life was in response to what people thought I could not do. I lived my life to prove that I could do it. It's not in this season. This is not that season. I know who God created me to be. I don't care what you think. This is for me. This is personal. This is so that God can see me act out and live out what he has declared over my life. Whether anybody else sees it or not, that's irrelevant to me. I just got to live my truth. I've got to do the work. I've got to let God prune me and sanctify me and refine me. And I know some of y'all think that that's about exterior stuff, but it's not. Listen, all the stuff on the outside, that's the easy stuff. That's superficial. It's your heart. What's going on with your heart? So I made a decision. I would tell my story, that I would share my truth. And sometimes it makes people uncomfortable when I do. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to declare from the highest rooftops what I have gone through, because God has brought me through, and my life was designed to be mic drop after mic drop after mic drop. So when people say you're loud, you are damn right I'm loud. Absolutely, I'm loud. Because somebody in the back that is buried underneath abuse and rejection and trauma needs to be able to hear me through the dirt of their life, so that seed, it can die and it can grow. It can raise up and bring light. It can bring shade. It can bring fruit. It can bring nutrients, and it can purify the air and turn the carbon into oxygen. Like somebody needs that. And so if my loudness offends you, sorry, not sorry. If my frankness and my openness offends you, sorry, not sorry. If me saying damn right offends you, sorry, not sorry. I mean, every word I said, I chose the word intentionally. Because I will damn hell to save people. And that's just me. You don't have to say it and you don't have to do it. Hey, baby, that's your business. But I ain't here for you. I'm here for the one that needed to hear it just like that. That's who I'm here for. So when you know who you're called to, when you know who your audience is, you'll stop trying to please other people and make sure that they're okay with what you do and what you say and how you look. And you'll go for the people who are looking for you, the authentic you, the real you. Not the tight, tense version of you that's afraid of making a mistake. I'm going to make mistakes, and so are you. But our mistakes allow us the opportunity to grow and to learn if we allow them. Now, if we're just trying to cover everything up and look all perfect, you'll miss it. And that's the problem today. People are missing it, trying to present an image and not being them. Not being authentic. Not speaking to the people that God has called them to, trying to please people that ain't called to you and don't care about you. How about that right there? They don't care about you. In case nobody told you, they don't care nothing about you. All they want to do is judge you and see you fail. But there's some people who need you to win. There's some people that really want you to win. And those are the people that I'm concerned about. That's why I don't get bogged down in church folks and what church folks think. If my audacity, if my loudness, if my boldness, if my dress, if my language offends you, it's okay. I'm not for you. It's okay. I'm good with that. But there's somebody teeter-tottering on the brink of suicide who needs me to say what I say the way I say it. They needed it just like that. So if it ain't for you, click off. You don't have to comment. You don't have to watch. You don't have to do none of that. I'm not offended. This is for the people in the back who've given up on them and they've given up on God. And they're just trying to figure their way out of this dirt that has been thrown on them. I came to let you know that dirt came to help you grow, to protect you, to cover you. The bullish that's come has come to fertilize you. Don't run from it. I know it stink. But baby, it's going to fertilize you. It's going to grow you. And it's going to help you get to that place called destiny. Who needs to hear your story? Who needs to hear your pain as well as your overcoming? Because we're not into rehearsing the pain without providing resolution. We're not here for that. Everybody got a story. Everybody got a story. Everybody got a story, and everybody got a sad story. But are you going to stay in the sad, or are you going to get mad enough to do something different? Mad enough to do something that's going to change not only your life, but other people's lives. I just got mad. I got mad enough to do something different. Mad enough to make massive action. I got mad. So when I get super loud, it's because I'm mad, y'all. I'm mad that the devil got us all twisted up. I'm mad that religion got us tied up in knots. Unable to seek God because of all the condemnation that we feel. And I'm not talking conviction. Conviction is what hits you and says, ooh, ouch. I need to address that. Condemnation is what makes you feel like you can't do it. So you might as well quit. And maybe you're not quite sure what your story is. You're not quite sure how to tell it or what's okay to tell or what that is. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Take the Mic Drop Masterclass. It'll give you a start. I'm going to give you all of my step-by-step how I do a mic drop speech. You're going to learn all my tricks. You're going to learn all of that. And see, guess what? The trick is this. You got to know who you are and be authentic. Your authentic, real story matters and will affect people. Next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing the Mic Drop Masterclass. And at the end of the class, you're going to walk away with a mic drop checklist. These are the things you need to do to create your mic drop speech. I know it looks like to people that, I just be talking. But God has now given me the ability to go through the process and the steps internally without necessarily writing everything down on paper or writing anything down on paper. Like God has taught me how to do that, right? But if you don't feel like you're there, you're not able to do that. Listen, but I had to learn, and this is what listen. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I remember I took public speaking. Now I've always been a speaker. 4-H. I would always be in the speech competitions. I was a winner. I would win. Listen, because I've always been great at speaking, at connecting with the audience, with the gestures, with my voice, all of that, engaging people, connecting with people, the eye contact. I've always been great at those things. Let me tell you what I wasn't great at: structuring my thoughts. Wasn't great at structuring my thoughts. I told great stories, but they didn't go anywhere. Right? I touched people, but it was often not organized. I remember taking public speaking and getting a B. How dare you give me a B? That's what I told him. How dare you give me a B? Do you see how people respond to my speeches? How dare you give me a B? He said, I didn't give you a B. You earned a B. Yes, you give great speeches and people connect with you, but you're not organized. I was like, who need to be organized? I had to learn the art of organizing my thoughts, outlining my thoughts, getting clear on what my purpose was. What is the purpose of this message? What's the purpose? What are you trying to do? And staying true to that purpose throughout the message. I had to learn that. Now I've mastered it to the point where it looks very easy to people and it looks like I don't put any thought into it, which is not the case. Even though I allow God to speak through me, even though I allow God to give me the examples and the analogies, even though I allow the Spirit of God to breathe on me, there is some internal work that I do. It just doesn't look like it. You can't see it. You don't see a paper with notes on it. Very, very rarely will you see that. Every now and then I'll have my key points on there, right? But it's not because there's no work being done. It's because I've learned how to do it in my mind very quickly. It doesn't take me long. You can give me a topic and within 30 seconds, I will give you a speech. Regardless of how long you want the speech to be, I will be able to do it. Why? God has been preparing me for this, because this isn't just about me. This is about helping other people be able to do it. Do what God has called you to do in telling your story. So next Wednesday, I'm doing the Mic Drop Masterclass. If you want to learn how to tell your story, if you want to learn how to improve your confidence, if you want to learn how to impact the people that you're called to impact, go register for the class. The class is $99, right? If you do general. VIP, you get a 1-hour session with me, right? So it's $99 or $149. Afterpay is available, but y'all go register for the class. Don't miss this opportunity to learn how to tell your story, to learn how to convey a message. And it doesn't have to do with just speeches. This is any message that you want to give. Today, God was intent on letting you know that your story matters, that you matter, and that you've got everything that you need inside of you to create impact in the world. You just got to know how to put it together, how to share it with other people. And that's where the difference comes. bit.ly/mic drop master. Get your ticket, get your seat, secure it so that you can tell your story in a way that impacts other people. Lots of people have great stories, but because they don't know how to tell them, they don't end up having the impact that they desire them to have. Just like I believe everyone has a story to tell verbally, I also believe that everybody has a story to tell in written form. That's another class, but I'm telling you. Kim said, I'm signing this weekend. Afterpay is from God. And it is because it allows you to do what you need to do without having to have all the funds up front. Those of you not familiar with Afterpay, you're able to do in 4 payments over 8 weeks, whatever the cost is. For this particular class, it'll be about $24.50, somewhere around in there, every 2 weeks. If you did the regular one, if you do the VIP one, 150 divided by 4, it's about $39. So listen, don't miss it. Don't miss it, y'all. It's going to be amazing. Listen, I pray that today you got something that blessed you. You got something that encouraged you. Anytime I use examples, this is what I know from God. Anytime I use examples, there's always someone dealing with what I'm talking about. Always. I promise you. I don't know a time when God had me share something specifically that there was not at least one person that was in the room or who watched it was dealing with it. And he did it to get a message to them specifically. That's why we've got to be able to be authentic. We got to be able to share our story, and we got to be able to create it in a way that it touches and engages people and connects with them. Lisa said, "Yes, Lord, you are always a blessing." Praise God. It's God, y'all. And I'm not saying it's God in a sense of false humility. I'm literally saying it's God's gift that He's given me to be able to connect with His people and love on them for real without judgment. Now that's the hard part. Sometimes it's hard to do the without judgment. And that's when He reminds me, how are you judging them when you got your own stuff that you got to work through and deal with? So make sure you go register. Listen, if the word bless you and you just want to sow a seed, you can do that by going to Cash App $DRV Johnson 777, Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Know this, that I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Know that God is with you and for you. And if God be with you, He is more than the entire world against you. Y'all be blessed. Mwah.